I'm Daniel Guest, and welcome to the Imagine Golf Differently podcast brought to you by Imagine Golf and PXG. You can go to our site, imagingolf.com, see all of our offerings, including our free drills, our practice plans, our golf ebooks or videos, or to book a lesson with me at our state-of-the-art studio right outside of Philadelphia, and even virtually through our partner, thegolfliveapp.com. And you can sign up for our free tips and videos that go out once a week, every week, by simply dropping us your email. Well, here it is today. You know what today is? It's for Friday. 4 right. Actually, no, 4 left for me lately. I played around recently, and I could not stop hooking the golf ball. It hasn't happened to me in like 20 years, man. I shot 45, 37. And when I was done, my playing partners were like, "Wow, man, you really got it together for the second half or the second 9, I mean." And nothing could be further from the truth. All I did was just keep aiming 20 yards to the right instead of trying to fix the hook, and take an extra club or two so that I could accommodate for the hook yardage, if you would. So I really didn't dial in anything. I just started playing smarter, if you would, with the shot that I was given on that given day. So, but anyway, enough about me. Look, today is where we give you an idea, a thought process. I hate the word tip, as you know, but a tip that can help and lead to you playing better golf in 4 minutes or less, starting now. So today's topic is simple: how to have more looks at birdie. Right? Wouldn't that be nice? Who doesn't want more looks at birdie? And look, I got 2 really easy ways that you could take to the golf course right now. And I'm not even joking. Take this immediately to the golf course, and then shoot me a DM or let me know via email or text or any way you can communicate with me, right? If it worked or not, right? The first way is really simple, man. Take a longer club or a bigger look at your yardage when you're hitting into the green, and here's why. You got a 100-yard shot, right? 90% of the time when people miss or amateurs miss, 90% of the time they miss short. And what is short of most holes, right? Bunkers, challenges, water, creeks, you got it, you name it, rough, undulation, right? Everything is short, right? What is after the hole or behind the hole? Grass, right? How many times have you seen a pond behind a hole? Right? Not often, right? Of course they're there. How many times have you seen a creek running behind a hole? Right? How often is there, 60-foot trees, 10 yards behind a hole? Not often, right? So when in doubt, try to take a longer look at the yardage, right? And your club selection, right? So, and definitely when you're in between clubs, that's a no-brainer. We did a whole podcast on that, I think, probably 2 years ago. But always, when you're in between clubs, take the bigger club. But think about getting pin high or more, right? Not just for the reasons that I just outlined, if you would. But look, most all greens are raised a little bit. Even ones that don't look like they're raised are raised a little bit, so they can be flatter. So that slope, and if that's even 1 to 3 yards, that's a significant difference in your 100-yard shot, your 100-yard club, right? So we got to kind of dial that in and think longer than shorter. All right. The other thing you need to do is you need to know your distances and your carry distances. All right. Because if you hit your 52-degree wedge 100 yards, but it bounces at 97 and then rolls out to 100 yards, you need to know that, right? And then, so if the pin's at 100, then it's not a 97-yard shot. It's a 100-yard shot, right? So think about that, right? And make sure that you're hitting the appropriate club for the appropriate distance, right? We need these balls to carry, to get to pin high, and to stop, right? And for you bump and run guys out there, we got another whole podcast out on there why you shouldn't do that. But the 2 big tips that you're taking from here, 4 Minute Friday, is 1, always hit bigger, always, right? Better to be long than to be short, right? And by the way, just really quick for those of you that don't believe me, if you look at PGA averages, when they're short of the green, they get up and down only 60% of the time. When they're in a bunker, right, greenside bunker, they get up and down only 50% of the time. And these are the uber elite athletes. So if you're short and you think you're going to get up and down 60% of the time, you are wrong. Right? How do I know? Because you're not on the PGA Tour. So we got to hit these clubs longer. We got to miss the trouble that's designed by the greenskeepers, if you would, on the sides and the front of the greens, more so than not, right? And hit longer than shorter. Okay. And then obviously you got to know your distances, and that includes your carry distances. So look, that's all I have today. I think I just maybe just barely went over 4 minutes, if you would. But that's today's podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the follow button wherever you get or I think it's probably below, but hit it wherever you are getting your podcasts. We're on them all, right? Check out our site, imagengolf.com, and follow us on all the social media platforms. We're up to over 20 million views now. It's amazing. So here's to getting you the game that you always imagined.